what is that? Oh, it's a receipt. But anyway, you guys, it looks great. It really looks great. So I've used it quite a few times. And now the closest thing, well, I have a black caviar bag. And this is an authentic wok. Okay. I've had this one a while. I can't really remember what I paid for it. It was somewhere around $2,500, I think, and I've used this bag a ton. Okay, so here is the caviar leather. The caviar leather. The back Mona Lisa pocket. Open it up, and it's all leather on the inside, and it's stamped Chanel here in gold, and it has the burgundy. The wok has the burgundy material, and it's all this is leather. Now, I'm going to hold these bags up side by side so you can look at the caviar leather. This is an all leather bag. And I'm just wondering, so you can see it's very similar. Okay. Now, the number one thing that I noticed about this bag when I opened it, and it came in this dust bag here, and I did forget to bring an authentic Chanel dust bag in here, but it feels differently, like it's not as soft. But that was the dust bag that came with the replica, but that's fine. The number one thing that I did notice, and I did email them about it, was it had kind of a chemical smell. They said that's the glue. Okay. It's not as bad as it was when I first got it, so it's definitely dissipating. Let me sniff here for a minute. I can still smell it just a little, but it's very faint. Now, at first sight, this bag is absolutely gorgeous, and if someone were carrying this bag and I did not know that it was a replica, I would never be able to tell. I would never be able to detect it. I have seen lots of fake bags on people, you know, out and about that I've been able to tell, but this would not be one of them. This looks absolutely 100% like a real Chanel bag. Now, there's another thing about this bag that I noticed, and I would say the number one thing I think that might give it away is the chain. It's lighter and it's a little squeaky. You hear that? Okay, even this wok, which the chain on the wok is smaller. You can see it's not quite as big, but it's not squeaky. Okay? That's right when I picked this bag up and felt of it, I noticed the chain difference. Again, I don't really hear any squeak. It makes a sound when I'm moving it around, but this one, it's more squeaky. That's the only way I really know to describe it. But other than that, it's undetectable. It's beautiful. It's leather and it's very well made. I looked at the stitching. The stitching is immaculate. The bag has a really pretty sheen to it. Caviar leather. Much like my authentic Chanel wok. Again, side by side. I mean, this bag is undetectable, you guys. This one's a little puffier, but it's a bigger bag. I mean, the pillows are puffier. Of course, this is a wok, So like I said, this is the best I can do as far as comparisons go. All right. Now, I brought this one in here because I have been doing a bit of research before I did this video, and I watched a couple of other influencers talking about their bags from Shebags, and some of them have the exact authentic bag to compare it to. And I think that definitely they talked about the chain, and one of them said the chain on the Shebag or the replica bag is a bit longer, and it's actually better for crossbody. Now, I think she had a jumbo, and this is the medium large, so I can't really tell you that for sure, but that's what one of the YouTubers that I watched said. She said she actually likes the chain better, the chain length, where the bag falls with the replica bag. And also, they talked about the CCs. Now, this one is, it's like ruthenium hardware. It's not the silver like my Shebag, but take a look at the CCs. They talked about a slight difference with the CCs. They said the C's were somewhat slimmer, and if you notice, it comes up top and then goes under right here, and then this one's over. Okay, it has the turn lock, of course. So on the Shebag, and they're absolutely right, I think that it's the same as far as going around and under. They nailed that. The turn lock is just perfect, but I think the C's are a little fatter, like a little thicker. Of course, this is a bigger bag, but I do see that, and I saw that in the video that I watched. I will link that video below for you guys if you're interested. I'll link a few of them because I found them very interesting, and I did watch them before I did this video. So this is also caviar leather with the quilted diamonds, as is this one. So I want to ask you guys a question. If you saw me out with this bag on my shoulder, would you be able to tell that it is not an authentic Chanel medium large? Because I would not be able to tell. The number one thing for me that really does give it away is just the straps are a little lighter, and maybe that's a good thing because I don't like a heavy bag, and a little squeakier. Okay, that's the number one thing that I noticed. And I know what the feel of, I know the feel of an authentic Chanel bag, and I'm used to it. All right, so you guys, this bag on the website is not even $400, and then you can use my discount code if you desire to have the look for less. What is wrong with that? Would I ever spend $10,000 on this bag? I'm not going to say never, but I am going to say 99.9% no. I guess if Keith sold his company tomorrow and, you know, he wanted to treat me, I probably would under that circumstance. But honestly, if he said, I'm going to buy you a classic flap for your birthday, I can't do it, you guys. I came very close to buying a jumbo back when they were $5,500, and for some reason she said I would get $500 off. It would have been $5,000, and I just couldn't do it then. And then that's about what I paid for this, maybe $52. I can't remember the exact prices, but I know it was around $5,000. Yes, I would pay $5,000, but I would never pay today's prices. I have no problems carrying this bag. I've carried it quite a bit. Even my daughter said, why are you carrying a fake bag, and that's what she called it, when you have all those real Chanel bags? And I said, because I love the classic flap. I think it's beautiful, and I'm going to wear it proudly. And I really appreciate the people of Shebag for reaching out to me. They've reached out to me before, and other places have reached out to me to send me replica bags, and I've always turned them down for the past almost 4 years. I am very transparent Of course, I'd rather have the real deal, but this right here is as close as it gets. This is an absolutely stunning, well-made bag. Yes, it still has that faint chemical smell. I did reach out to them. It's definitely not as strong as it was when I first get it. I think this is an absolutely stunning and beautiful bag, and I absolutely love it. So I just don't have a problem with this. I do have a problem with spending $10,000 on a bag, and my husband likes to call handbags a piece of leather. Now, and that's what it is. It's a piece of leather with some hardware on it. I love, love, love this bag. I'll have it forever, and I also love this bag. And I will always be transparent with you guys. Now, I've had people to say, well, if you show replica bags on your channel, then people will not believe that your bags are real. Well, believe whatever you want, because I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I have no problem telling you the truth. I don't approve of Chanel raising their prices up like they have, okay? And what do they care what I think, right? There's lots of uber rich people out there. They can walk in Chanel and buy every color, okay? And never bat an eyelash. I'm not a poor person. We are quite well off, and I don't mean that in a bragging way. I mean, my husband owns a company that he's been running for almost 30 years. He's very successful. I can afford a $10,000 classic flap, but I just can't do it, you guys. I can't do it, okay? I mean, that's just, everybody kind of has their limits. And when I bought that Birkin back a couple years ago, it was really hard for me to buy that bag.
Slide that in the pocket. I don't typically pack it this much, especially because it doesn't have a magnetic closure at the top. I do wish it did. Typically, when I'm using this bag, I literally just put my phone in my card holder, and then I could probably throw in a lipstick in here, but I am able to wear it as a shoulder bag. And I'm wearing my, oh, this is my favorite sweatshirt, and I think we have 5 more available left on the website. If you're interested, this is my Thinks It's Vintage Fashionica sweatshirt with a few of my favorite designer bags. Vintage designer bag collector. Able to throw it over the shoulder. My sweatshirt isn't really showcasing it at its full potential, but it can fit over the shoulder, which is a huge perk. This is the baby, and I absolutely love this bag. Would I ever source this again? 100% absolutely. I just don't know if I ever will. After sourcing this bag, it just like ignited a love for Gucci. That's why I have another Gucci bag on my 2024 wish list. It is this stunning Gucci mini lizard Jackie with crystals as well. I'm pretty sure it's sold out in the US. You have a little birdie helping me work on that bag. This was a short and sweet little video of what my rarest designer bag is. Let me know what kind of content you want to see on here. Thank you so much for watching. Bag drops every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time in my shop, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hugs and kisses. Bye guys.
Cards. The genuine Chanel cards will have strength, whereas the fake Chanel cards may be flimsier. After 2005, the cards now have 8 digits, apart from 2021, where Chanel started making plaque series and they no longer have cards. Number 8, chain straps. In genuine Chanel pieces, the chain strap will have weight to it. In fake Chanel pieces, there may be obvious lumps and bumps, and the stitching count will be uneven. Number 9, zips. On genuine Chanel pieces, the zips are normally always made out of metal feet. They will feature a leather tag which matches the leather of the exterior of the bag. Don't forget to check the zip in line with the year that it was created. Number 10, the shape. Real Chanel bags will always be symmetrical and lie flat and be sturdy. Fake Chanel bags may be gaping at the side or have more rounded corners. Chanel always use the best leathers and materials so that they will always keep their shape for years to come.